Hello, fellow quarantiners. Peter here, and welcome to the next installment of Teach Me, the series that puts the spotlight on talented folks who may be at home right now during quarantine, as I do my best to be a guinea pig and learn something new from folks who aren't earning a paycheck as normal. If you have something to teach or know anyone who would be good, hit me up on the website, quaranteachme.com. The topic can be really anything that you know how to do well and can be taught over video chat. Today, I'm sitting down with professional improv teacher Matthew Moore. Matt's a comedian and improv instructor with LA's Improv for the People. His studio is normally based in Culver City, but quarantine has caused classes to go virtual. About a year ago, I started taking improv classes there, and Matt really helped teach me how the art of improv can help build your confidence. It also creates engaging conversations and really refines your storytelling capabilities. So today, we talk about how he's been handling quarantine and his time at home. We dive into some fun improvisational games over Zoom. And I gotta say, Matt is one of the quickest wits and more patient teachers I've ever learned from. So I really hope you enjoy this session of us discussing the basics of the art of improv. Plus, we have a ton of fun. Matt is hilarious. So with that, sit back and enjoy my lesson and interview with Matthew Moore. Okay, Matthew Moore, welcome. How's it going, man?
Yeah, good. It's a pandemic. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Good times. I've really gotten to know myself over the last month or so, Peter.
You're an improv teacher. You're a stand-up comedian. You're in the entertainment space. Where are you in the world right now?
Mostly in bed. Do you sleep a lot? I'm sleeping a lot these days. I'm reinventing, like all of us. Everybody has to do that. And reimagining, reinventing, not just business, but life. And, that might sound like a dramatic statement, but it isn't, is it? I mean, we're all just kind of reimagining things. I keep busy with creating new content, not so much new content, but a new way to present it online.
We have a history. I took your improv course at Improv for the People here in Culver City. One of the best experiences of my life. What kind of people tend to take improv? Are they all stand-up comedians, or what types of people are you?
Oh, well, I mean, I'll talk about Improv for the People because that's what I know. But when we opened, which was now 12 years ago, wow, it's a long time. It feels like a long time. Everything we do is in our title. So I believe, I was studying improv, and then I thought, God, this art form is great for everybody. I was also managing hotels at the time. And I would leave the hotel and run to class, and then I'd be like, man, this is fascinating. Not just performers. Of course, performers should be doing improv. But I found myself using the techniques of improv to train frontline employees at the hotel for guest engagement and listening and conflict management, not only with guests, but with each other. And it was working. We got some scores back from guests, and as the months rolled, the scores started going up, and it was exciting to see. Was that all because of improv and all because of my training? Yes. No, I don't know. It was definitely a team effort, but it was showing some signs of it all working. And I thought to myself, boy, improv should be for everybody. It's great for relationships. It's certainly great in the workplace. I hope that our members become better listeners. I
didn't catch that. What was that?
See, we need more classes for you, Peter. I'm concerned.
Sorry.
We become more creative. We learn to say yes and justify things and manage things differently. That's been the biggest thing for me. Not to be, like a big talker here, but improv has changed my life because the way I approach life. I tend to say yes to things, and then even if it's a difficult decision, then try to figure out how to make it work. Okay, instead of just immediately saying no. I mean, sometimes it's no, right? I find myself saying yes to things and taking more risks. Improvisers take risks.
Let's dive into some of this play. I've got a speech topics generator tab open right now. What are we going to do today?
So I want you to pull up a random topic, okay? And then you and I are going to become one brain, and we're going to give a speech on that topic. You'll have the first line.
Yeah.
Not just one word. It could be a sentence, okay? And it's going to start with the letter A. And then I'm going to have the next line of the speech. Remember, we're one person. And it'll start with letter B, and then you'll start with letter C. We're going to go through the alphabet. Did it give you 5 examples or 1? What did it give you?
Let me hit generate. So, all right, here are the 5 topics. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Mandatory car insurance laws, pit bull fighting, candles,
I like that you make that a question. Candles?
The longest bridge in the United States. And fifth, but definitely not least, procreation.
Okay, so because improv is so relationship driven, let's take procreation. And plus, I don't know about you and your viewers, my libido is raging during this.
Yeah, just you in your apartment for 6 weeks now? How are we feeling?
Good Lord, let me just leave it. Well, let's move on to this topic. Yeah, so we're going to do procreation to remember the good old days. You know what? Let me grab a bell. Hold on.
Yeah.
Why I have this bell just sitting around, that's kind of weird. If I ring this, can you hear it?
Loud and clear.
So when I ring the bell, we're done.
And that's like and scene. Okay, great. All the things you're going to learn about procreation today are going to help you in your life.
Be free to take notes, and we encourage that, because what you're going to learn today is going to change everything.
Careful. There's a lot of pitfalls when you learn about procreation. You may get really turned on during this process.
Don't remove your pants. Save that from when you're home.
Especially if you're wearing short pants.
How about this? Last Saturday night, I went on a date, and it went great.
I'm going to give you the details, but first, I'm going to tell you how hot this girl I was on a date with.
Jezebel was smoking. Okay, she showed up in a red tight blouse and skinny jeans.
Karen was the girl I dated right before Jezebel. She was like a 6. Jezebel was a 10.
Let me tell you, we had dinner and then we went out for drinks. She cost me a lot of money, but boy, was it worth it.
Masturbating right before the date. All right. It's hard to remember one of the letters when I'm paying attention to you and crafting what the ones are.
Yeah, same for me. It requires just good listening, right?
Yes, listening is so critical, yeah.
I'd like you to, Peter, to pull up another topic on another 5 we can choose from. And let's do that first, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do.
Open marriage, brevity, the most expensive man-made island in the world, celebrities.
Why do you put question marks after some of these?
And merry-go-rounds.
Well, let's go on our relationship theme here, because we love relationships and improv. So that first one, open
marriage.
I'm going to give a speech on open marriage. I'm an expert on open marriage, okay? Just ask my ex-wife. She's like, why are you leaving me? Because you're not a man.
You were a married man.
I was a married man. Maybe I will be again. I was married to a woman for many, many years.
Yeah, okay. And then some changes, and then a different life happened.
Yeah, couldn't be gayer. Now listen, just the biggest homo on the block. I mean, look at the backdrop. Okay, we're going to do open marriages. Now, I'm going to ask you to choose a language, okay, that's other than English. I'm going to give a line in that language. I'll probably butcher the language, and you're going to translate in English.
I'm thinking Italian.
Okay, so you're going to translate based on my tone and emotion. Don't try to be funny, Peter. You're not, you're going to be good at this. Okay, just translate.
Today we're talking about open marriages. A lot of people think like, maybe I could be into that one day. And you think, I'm just going to be banging all these strangers, all these open women, but it's not that way. You think, if I go and have sex with a strange woman, my husband's going to be like, what are you talking about? So open marriage just starts with 3 rules. Talking, and discussing.
My God. Yeah.
Wait, 1 and 3 were the same rule, but you got to go with it.
You did very well, Peter. Okay, because you translated what you thought you heard. You translated tone. You translated rhythm. You didn't go for jokes. And it was really fun. How's that for you?
You have to do so much listening with no planning. So so much of talking, and when you're hanging out with a group of friends in a bar, most of the time I find myself crafting my message during somebody else's talk. But you can't do that in improv, right?
Yeah, right. We all do that. I call that cocktail hour, right? Where you're at a networking event and they're prattling on and you're thinking about what you're going to say. It's like, how about just listening to what that person says?
Okay, I've got a fake word generator website open on my other monitor here. What are we doing with it?
Can you pop that onto the screen so the viewer can see with us or not?
Yeah, let's do a screen share. Are you ready to try this? This is my first screen. Close all the pornography I have open at the time. Fake word generator.
Oh, perfect. Real quick shout out to Benjamin Roth, who also teaches at Improv for the People, because he introduced this to me. And a shout out to the people who created this word generator. That's super fun. So you're not going to get this word, Peter, but when I say go, you're gonna click, and the fake word that comes up, you are going to pronounce it. You're going to give us what part of speech it is, verb, noun, so on and so forth. And then you are going to define it, and then you are going to use it in a sentence. Go.
Printer. This is a English word that describes the feeling you get when your printer breaks. So it is this rage you feel when you bang the side and the printer in your home office is malfunctioning. A sentence you could use is that yesterday when I was rushing to my interview and I couldn't print out my CV, I had such raging printer.
Yes, very good. We learned something today.
Okay. Your word.
Oh, sure. Giesiag. Giesiag is it's a noun. Giesiag is an artifact collector from the ground. Okay, and most Giesiags live and work in Egypt, and a Giesiag is responsible for much of the world's ancient Egyptian artifacts that are now housed in museums. Yesterday, I had a call into the Egyptian Museum where I was fortunate enough to speak with the lead Giesiag.
I never knew such a thing. Well, amazing.
You didn't know that?
No, you said it like so authoritatively. I just feel like I just felt dumb for not knowing. Well, this was a ton of fun. Matt, I want to ask, how can our audience find you? Where are you online? What do you want to promote today?
Well, they can always find me at home.
Okay, on the couch in bed.
Viewers can find us at improvforthepeople.com, and we're offering more and more online classes. And yeah, just go there, and then there's a contact us button on every page. Reach out to us, and we'll connect with you and get you the information you need to jump online and do some good improv. Even if you're a complete beginner, or if you're not, you're a seasoned improv.
Yeah. Do you have a personal Instagram account for your comedy career you like to push?
Yeah. So Instagram is Improv for the People, but for me personally with stand-up is Matthew is More.
I can't thank you enough for joining me today and having some fun teaching my audience the fun foundation of improv, but also playing some games and embarrassing ourselves a little bit on camera too.
It was a lot of fun, Peter. Thank you for having me.
Totally. And part of the deal, I always want to pay for my time. I think it's important to take care of our teachers and experts. So I'm going to pay you $100 on Venmo. So
no, you're not.
Yes, this is every single person. Maybe I didn't even go over this, but we're going to do this. This is actually required, so you can't argue against it.
Peter.
And I really think it's important that everybody in the service and client industry is taken care of. It's really been disruptive for people that can't earn a paycheck as normal. And so it's my way of kind of stimulating that economy. And it's really important to me to keep paying for things that I want to learn, that I want to be better in.
When we have human beings like you on Earth, we're going to get through this and we're going to be okay. That's very appreciated, Peter. Thank you so much.
Matt. Well, listen, you're the best. I really can't thank you enough. I hope you stay safe, stay funny, keep going with the flow, and hopefully we'll see you soon IRL.
You got it. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, buddy.